What if you have the power to stop the rain? Surely in our story for today, God certainly did. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Missionary Stories Podcast. And in today's story is about Kim! Pastor Kim!
Mayong hapon.
How can a student pastor with no experience proclaiming God's love appeal to listeners and encourage them to be baptized? I don't know, but I did. I preached during an evangelistic meeting and he uses weak people like me. A week before the evangelistic meeting started, it rained a lot because it was the rainy season in the Philippines. There was no church building, so we had to pitch a tent as the venue of the meeting. I was worried that the rain would disrupt the evangelistic meeting the following week. It rained heavily on Sunday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the rain continued for the rest of the week. The rain was so strong that we couldn't hear the person nearby speaking. So, I made bamboo roofs for the venue to prepare for the rain, but the heavy rain and wind just blew them away. So I made new ones. The evangelistic meeting finally started. Rain still pouring, but nevertheless, nearly 200 people attended. And throughout my sermon, I was so amazed. Is this really the power of tongues? I cannot speak English very well. I am not fluent in it. But 1 hour wasn't enough for me. I felt God is speaking through me. I couldn't stop smiling as I saw myself preaching to the people. You know what? The most important thing was it stopped raining from then on. So I became confident that it wouldn't rain the following day too. Indeed, it did not rain for a week. And to be specific, it didn't rain only during the hours of our meeting. This miracle confirmed to me that God is indeed powerful. On the last night, I made an appeal for baptism, and suddenly, raindrops started falling. Then God spoke through me. Brethren, do you hear the sound of God calling? God didn't send rain this whole week, but now you can hear Him calling you. People stood from their seats one by one until most of them had risen. This was the best reward I have ever received. What work is more rewarding than the work of winning souls for Jesus? God even uses a weak person like me. I realized how weak my faith had been. I felt the need to grow in faith. And daily, I must grow in Jesus by reading of His Word and by prayer. God is working on my faith, and I just submit to His will. If we submit ourselves to the will of the Lord, He will use us even though we think that we are so weak. He will give us strength. Thank you for watching and see you again next time for another episode of Missionary Stories Podcast.